Hello, I am Stella Bell. I'm a project manager with over a decade of experience in project management, and today I want to share some challenge level PMP test prep questions. Question number 1. You are managing a software development project that uses an agile methodology. Midway through the project, a critical stakeholder requests a significant change that requires not only altering the software architecture, but also integrating a new complex third-party API. Additionally, this change must comply with a new data privacy regulation that just came into effect. What is the best course of action? A. Implement the change immediately to maintain stakeholder satisfaction. B. Conduct an impact analysis with the project team, including legal and compliance experts, to evaluate the regulatory impact and technical feasibility. C. Refer the stakeholder to the Change Control Board for approval and inform them of the regulatory conflict. D. Update the project backlog to reflect the requested change and prioritize it in the next sprint planning session. Answer number 1, B. Conduct an impact analysis with the project team, including the legal and compliance experts, to evaluate the regulatory impact and technical feasibility. The rationale is that conducting an impact analysis ensures that all factors, including regulatory compliance, technical feasibility, and stakeholder requests, are thoroughly understood. This aligns with PMBOK 7's principles of systems thinking, tailoring, and stakeholder engagement. And I will say this question is challenging because it has a lot of technical language in it. And this is a principle when you're going through your PMP and you're taking your tests, really try to eliminate anything that's a kind of extra detail, because that will help you take away all the extra information, help you understand which PMBOK principle or process group this is in. So let's move on to question 2, keeping that in mind. During a project review for a complex infrastructure project, you discover that 2 key stakeholders have conflicting priorities. One prioritizes rapid deployment to meet market demands, while the other insists on rigorous stress testing due to the high reliability requirements of the infrastructure. How should you handle this situation? A. Escalate the issue to the project sponsor for resolution. B. Facilitate a collaborative workshop with technical experts to develop a compromise solution that balances deployment speed and reliability. C. Prioritize the requirements of the stakeholder with the highest influence and strategic alignment. D. Document the conflict in the issue log and proceed with the majority stakeholders' requirements. The answer is 2B. Facilitate a collaborative workshop with technical experts to develop a compromise solution that balances deployment speed and reliability. The rationale is that facilitating a workshop with technical experts helps reconcile conflicting priorities by finding a balance between deployment speed and reliability, ensuring both strategic and operational needs are met. So the important thing here is this aligns with PMBOK 7's principles of stakeholder engagement, collaboration, and holistic thinking. While taking the PMP, you have to keep in mind they're never going to want you to make a one-sided solution without consulting all the stakeholders that should have input. Question number 3. Your project team is using Scrum for a highly technical project involving cutting-edge AI development. Halfway through the project, senior management demands detailed predictive metrics and long-term forecasts, which contradicts agile principles and the nature of AI research. What should you do? A. Switch back to a waterfall approach to satisfy senior management. B. Conduct a training session to improve senior management's understanding of agile and AI project nuances. C. Develop a hybrid approach that includes agile practices for deployment and predictive metrics for reporting purposes. Or D. Escalate the issue to the project sponsor and request a mandate to continue with agile. The answer is 3, C. Develop a hybrid approach that includes agile practices for development and predictive metrics for reporting purposes. And I have to say, I can't tell you how realistic this is. This happens all the time. And you're not going to be able to change senior management's wants in terms of metrics. So the rationale here is that developing a hybrid approach allows the project to maintain the flexibility of agile while meeting senior management's need for predictive metrics. This approach aligns with PMBOK 7's principles of adaptability, tailoring, and value delivery. So yeah, this is as real life as it gets. Question number 4. You are managing a project with high technical complexity involving the development of a new quantum computing application. During execution, you identify several high-impact risks, including a critical dependency on a technology that's still in the research phase. According to PMBOK 7, what is the best approach to manage these risks? A. Transfer the risk to a research institution with more expertise. B. Accept the risks and develop detailed contingency plans. C. Engage the team in a risk assessment workshop and collaborate with external quantum computing experts to identify mitigation strategies. D. Update the risk register with the newly identified risks and monitor them closely. Answer number 4. Engage the team in a risk assessment workshop and collaborate with external quantum computing experts to identify mitigation strategy. Rationale. Engaging the team and collaborating with external experts ensures that all potential risks are thoroughly evaluated and mitigated effectively. This approach leverages collective expertise, aligning with PMBOK 7's principles of collaboration, holistic thinking, and risk management. And I will also say here, this is a perfect world solution. A lot of times you may not have access to external subject matter experts, but if you do, definitely utilize them. Question number 5. Your project is nearing completion, but a critical software deliverable does not meet the stringent performance standards required by stakeholders. Additionally, there are significant cost overruns and schedule delays. The project involves complex machine learning algorithms that are not performing as expected under real-world conditions. What should you do? Deliver the project as is to meet the deadline and avoid further costs. B. Negotiate with stakeholders to redefine the performance standards and accept the deliverable. C. Conduct a root cause analysis with the development team and data scientists to understand why the algorithms are underperforming and address the cost and schedule issues. D. Extend the project timeline to address the performance issues regardless of additional costs. The answer is C. Conduct a root cause analysis with the development team and data scientists to understand why the algorithms are underperforming and address the cost and schedule issues. So the rationale here is that conducting a root cause analysis ensures that performance issues are properly understood and addressed. This approach aligns with PMBOK's principles of performance evaluation, continuous improvement, and quality management. So important here, they're basically just saying, in order to be able to go back to the client and give them new projected timelines and costs, you're going to need to know what the problem is and how to fix it. That's just the basic message here. I hope you have enjoyed these questions, and it's given you a little insight into some principles that will help you pass your PMP exam. If you want more help, let me help you get your PMP. I'm Stella Bell, and my site is school.com/project management.